Trading in the flow state, tips for optimum trading performance. Today, I'm going to share with you some techniques that will put you in the flow state. That flow state is the state in which time slows down and we see everything clearly. This is the state that we would want to trade from in our trading as much as possible because we will see the market clearly and we'll make great decisions. So let's talk about how we do this. I'm going to teach you a technique today called three-part breathing. I learned three-part breathing from Dr. Neil Fiore. I worked with Neil as a coach, and Neil wrote an amazing book called The Now Habit, a strategic program for overcoming procrastination and enjoying guilt-free play. I highly recommend this book. Now, Dr. Fiore taught me this technique of three-part breathing. I'm going to share this with you. Three-part breathing is a technique that is designed to put you in the flow state. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to sit up in our chair, or if you're sitting on the floor, that's fine. But we're going to sit in a way that our head is above our spine. And we're going to sit in a way that our hips are against the back of the chair and our legs are flat against the bottom of the seat. We're going to do 3 deep breaths. With each deep breath, we're going to inhale. We're going to hold our breath and tense our muscles. You might change it from breath to breath. I typically, on one breath, will contract my shoulders and my arms, my biceps, my neck. Another breath, I'll contract my abdomen region, my stomach. And another breath, I'll contract my leg muscles, my calves, my hamstrings, my glutes. But we're going to hold our breath. We're going to tense these muscles. Then we're going to exhale slowly, letting the muscles release. And each time we do, we're going to float down into the chair or into the floor, becoming heavier, becoming one with the chair, becoming one with the floor. Now, as we do this, we're going to go through 3 breaths. The first breath, we'll do this together. We're going to take a deep breath in. Now we're going to tense our muscles. So I'm going to tense my neck, shoulders, and arms. And then I'm going to exhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to say to myself, I release my mind and body from the past. So let's go look like this. I release my body, my mind and body from the past. Okay, then we move on to breath 2. In breath 2, as we inhale, we're going to let go of all images of what we think might happen in the future. This is where anxiety comes from, including the need to be right on our trades. And as we exhale, we're going to say, I bring my mind back from the imaginary future. So deep breath in. Contract. Exhale. I bring my mind back in the imaginary future, feeling myself sink into the chair. And then we move on to breath 3. In breath 3, as we inhale, we're going to say, I choose to be in the present moment in front of this trade. I let go of trying to control the market, and I notice how little effort it takes to simply breathe comfortably and have the right focus to accept the market just as it is. And as we exhale, we're going to say, I bring my mind into the present. So an inhale, I choose to be in this present moment in front of this trade. I let go of trying to control the market. I notice how little effort it takes to simply breathe comfortably and have the right focus to accept the market just as it is. Contract. Exhale. I bring my mind into the present. So obviously you'll do this on your own in a rhythm. On the inhale, you're going to think it. On the exhale, you can speak it. After we do these 3 breaths, then we're going to do 3 more breaths. We're going to count up from 1 to 3. The first 3 breaths, if you want, you can count down from 3 to 1. And then the next 3 breaths, you're going to count up. When we count down in numbers, it relaxes us. It takes us down into lower brainwave states. As we count up, it's going to pick up our energy and it's going to raise our brain level states. Okay, so breath number 1. As I exhale, I would say I'm becoming more adequately alert with each breath. Breath number 2. I'm curious to feel how I connect with the market. Breath number 3. I will follow my rules and let my trading decisions be blessed by divine guidance. Now, at this point, I've put myself in the flow state. So each time I come to sit down to trade, I'm going to go through this 3-part breathing. I'm going to lower myself down. I'm going to bring myself back up into state. And I'll be ready to go. You might consider anchoring that. So when you're done, you have some kind of physical motion. I'll snap. So when I come up, deep breath in. Exhale, I will follow my rules and let my trading decisions be blessed by divine guidance. Now I've anchored myself. The anchor puts me into state. It anchors the state. Okay, so now I'm going to introduce another technique to you. It's called a Pomodoro block. So Pomodoro blocks are awesome for being able to trade well. So what we're going to do, Francisco Cirillo invented the Pomodoro system in the late 1880s. And the technique got its name because he literally used a tomato timer, like a cooking timer that was used to time eggs. So the idea was he'd turn on the timer and he would focus on one topic until the timer expired, and he'd give himself a break. The idea behind this strategy is that you completely focus on one task at a time, in this case, trading, without shifting focus or multitasking whatsoever. Trading is a concentration game. You want to be dialed in. So we set a timer. My favorite timer is the Focus Keeper in the App Store. You just load it right up on your phone. In fact, it just looks like this right here. Counts down 25 minutes. At the end of 25 minutes, it'll go to a 5-minute break. It tracks all that for you. And it's still going. You're ticking like a bomb. So you set a timer to help you focus, and you simply ignore the urge to stray. So you just trade. You don't check your email. You don't look at social media. You don't get up and go to the bathroom. You don't answer texts. You are just locked in on the market. This is important to understand that the market takes focus. And we want to make sure our focus is like a muscle. It gets fatigued. So we want to make sure we have optimum focus when we trade. So we're going to focus in using Pomodoro sessions and a Pomodoro block. So when we use the Pomodoro, then we get completely in the zone. So we use three-part breathing to put us into the flow state, and we're going to stay there. The idea of this is we do 3-part breathing every time we sit down to trade, or some of you can even do it as a pre-trade routine. I just do it to sit down to trade. Then we're going to be in front of the screen no longer than 25 minutes. At the end of 25 minutes, when it expires, we're going to take a 5-minute break. And when we take our break, we're going to physically get up and walk away from the desk. One little hack to keep body fat off is if you get up from your desk and you walk even just a little bit, every 25 to 30 minutes, it will have a significant impact on your metabolism. So not only will it help you trade better, it'll keep you looking better, which is great. So we're going to be in the screen no longer than 25 minutes. And we're going to take a 5-minute break where we get up and walk around. We're going to reset ourselves. Removing ourselves from the desk is awesome because it relieves us of our attachments. It breaks our attachments to the market and allows us to reset ourselves. Then we come back, we do the 3-part breathing again to kick off the new 25-minute session. 4 Pomodoro sessions equals what's called a Pomodoro block. Now, there's no right or wrong way to do this. You could do more, you could do less, but this is a nice frame. 4 sessions equals 1 block. 1 block is 2 hours. So you trade for 2 hours, and at the end of every block, you take a 15 to 30-minute break. You go get a snack. You go walk outside. You go watch a video. I advise you to set this up like a reward system. Give yourself a reward for completing the block. You can do something in 15 to 30 minutes. You can go get your favorite coffee or go get a snack, or like I said, walk outside or call your spouse or whatever it is. But do something fun that removes you from the market, and you can come back and do another Pomodoro block. You don't need to trade 8 hours a day to be successful. You can have 2 to 3 Pomodoro blocks a day and be set. This includes doing your prep work. So here's a map of the Pomodoro technique, where we trade for 25 minutes, we take a 5-minute break. We trade for 25 minutes, we take a 5-minute break. We trade for 25 minutes, we take a 5-minute break. We trade for 25 minutes. That completes our 4 sessions. This concludes our block. We take a 15 to 30-minute break. This is highly effective. One of the problems that people have in trading is they sit in front of the screen too long. The longer you sit in front of the screen, the worse your trading performance is going to be. So step back and look at what we're doing. We're doing a 3-part breathing to put ourselves in state. We stay in this state for 25 minutes and we take a break. We do it again, 3-part breathing, 25 minutes in state, we take a break. We do this 4 times, and at the end of 4 times, then we take a bigger break. Constantly breaking ourselves of being attached to the screen, keeping us fresh, keeping us healthy. You will find that you will trade much better using this technique. So, how'd we do? This is what Trader Tuesday is all about, right? Trader Tuesday is about coming in here and me sharing with you elite tips like these to help you perform at an elite level. Try this. Try 3-part breathing and the Pomodoro block. I think you'll be amazed at what it can do for you. All right, I'll see you next Tuesday. Have a kick-ass week.